You actually don't need a whole lot of gear to start camping. This is what I would look into first if I was to start all over again. This is an updated list from my video last year after responding to a bunch of messages and questions that people have had in the comments. So the first thing is going to be a tent. So if it's just by yourself, two-person tent's good. You have to understand the way they size the tents. So if you have 4 people, might look into a 6-person tent. The next thing is a sleeping pad. So this tent already comes with a foam pad already installed, but if you have a tent that doesn't have it installed, then go ahead and get yourself an inflatable pad. And for a sleeping bag, 20 to 30 degrees, especially if you're only going to be camping in the summer, for high up mountains above 9,000 feet, because you will wake up cold if you have anything that is above 30 degrees, and anything under 20 degrees is a little bit excessive for the summer months. So then you're gonna have a headlamp. All you need is just a basic headlamp. And then you're gonna have a stove with fuel. So you can get one of these little pocket stoves. You can move to the double burner stoves, but you really just need one stove. Pocket stove is perfect. It packs away small. You get one burner. And then you're gonna have some sort of fire, so lighter, matches. I have waterproof matches here. And then you're gonna wanna need something to cook with. So if you're just gonna keep it as simple as possible, just a little titanium pot and a spork is absolutely great. You can do just a bunch of soups, heat up water, dehydrated meals, and that's a really good option. You don't have to go gourmet food right off the bat. And then you're going to have some sort of blade. So you have your spork for eating, then you have your blade for cutting anything you need. A blade is super important. You can either have a knife or use a multi-tool. And then you're gonna have some sort of water. So these are pretty good for water. And if you're dispersed like this, plan that you're not gonna be able to refill your water. So look at, over a gallon per person for use for water. And then you have your first aid kit, your bug spray, don't forget your bug spray, sunscreen, and then clothing layers. Even in the summer, it gets cold. So make sure you're bringing enough layers to stay warm, especially in the mornings. And one of the most important things of all is do not forget your trash bags so you can clean up your campsite and leave it better than the way you found it. And then also just with cooking, paper towels, and then also some teepee. And that's really it. And all you need to get out there and start camping for the first time, try it out, and then upgrade your stuff at a later date.